on Derelict Watcher.
Yep, another map that we have seen before, again picked by the loser of the last match. This is the first game that we've gone into game 3, so that's something new. And last game, I think our Terran player kind of tried to do some cheesy play because he was feeling very overconfident in that game. And because of that, he kind of fell behind. And I'm thinking that this game he'll play proper and he'll be able to take this game.
Well,
So I'm still rooting for Nikunj in this game, and Mayank is playing fairly well, very well actually.
yeah, I don't think Nikunj should go ahead and take everyone for granted, and that's I think the attitude, the mental attitude, and I can never get it right. So guys, go ahead and tell us on the stream, what do you like? Do you like someone who, someone like a Navi who are in your face but are confident about their actions, and should Nikunj play his normal style, which is his harass, do weird stuff style, or should he just go and hunker down and show everyone that he can play a solid game and just steamroll his opponent? Let us know what you guys thinking. Gautam, what do you think?
At least I'm happy there's an in-base supply depot by Nikunj. So that supply depot last time he ended up placing outside his opponent's inside of the ramp actually. I don't know what he was trying to do, block him in or something. So right off the bat, off to a good start from both the players. Gateway finally going down, and gas going down by Nikunj, and there's slight harassment that SCV might not survive. Another shot and SCV boom goes down. The second SCV comes in to revenge for his fallen brother, but Probe is on the run and won't be able to. Nikunj, Mayank taking that small lead right in the beginning of the game, and so far everything is looking good and normal.
Well, just looking at the build, I would just straight off go off the bat say this is going to be Reapers.
Let's hope it's Reapers. He'll get some good scouting done with these Reapers. Actually, a fairly good tactic to build the Reapers first and send them into the base.
Yeah,
and here you go, it's a Reaper.
Yep. And I distinctly remember the kind of super micro that Reapers are what I call micro units, right? Reapers, Infestors, they're straight off micro units, and as micro units, this is what you want for a guy who is like Nikunj's style of play. Nikunj is actually going and has scouted out the base fairly well, and I think he'll now.
Supply depot is about to go down. He's about to lose that supply depot, 100 minerals, and he lost it.
While you're going to say here's a deny that you see that on the expansion, and that will go ahead and deny it for fairly a long time, and let's see whether that will make any difference to the playstyle. And here comes the first Reaper, and I would guess there should be a second one right about now. Oh no, he's not following that up with...
No, he is. He was just waiting for 50 minerals.
Yeah, there you go.
And that Reaper moving across the map, but this engineering bay is cancelled for a change. Nice. And here comes the first Reaper. We'll start to do some harassment here, and that Zealot running right into the gunfire. He doesn't care.
No, that's his job, man.
He doesn't feel a thing. He doesn't feel a thing, man. The gun's pointed right at his face. See, I understand while the force fields are there, but after they're gone, how? Yep, let's look at that factory.
Remember, 4 minutes is what is the timing for weirdness from Nikunj Bansal, and he's gonna land it here.
I think this will be spotted.
Let's see. Yep, there he goes. He spots it.
And in-game Widow Mines being produced right now, and there's little to nothing he can do about it. These Widow Mines will go right into the base, into the mineral line, and they'll plant themselves, and this is going to be very difficult, and he's not doing anything about it. The factory is there on his map, but I don't think he's paid attention to it.
No, he's not, and those Widow Mines will go ahead and be imba bad if that actually happens, because...
First Widow Mine going in 1 second now.
There he goes.
Boom.
Let's see what he's going to do with it. Here comes the Widow Mine. Here comes the Widow Mine. And he needs to go ahead and get... There goes one shot. And he will go ahead
and that Widow Mine is going to be very annoying there. Robo facility is almost done.
I would just send all of these into the base, into the expansion, right?
Yeah, he could have done that actually. Expo is
Expo's up, just send them into Expo.
and completely stopping the mineral production there.
Yep.
And here comes another Widow Mine. Actually, I don't know where it is. Actually, did it die?
No, it's
What happened to the second one that was queued? And finally, that observer coming out, able to spot the Widow Mine. The second Widow Mine still queued and is moving towards the other Expo. But I think this has put Mayank in a very difficult spot here. He had to stop his production for quite some time. And factory is still waiting for another Widow Mine, and after this he'll be flying this out.
He should just cancel that Widow Mine. There's no use of that Widow Mine.
Yeah. Still hoping to do something with it, waiting for the production. And Widow Mine will come out and run in this direction. And decides to burrow.
And gets one shot off.
Yeah. Factory still producing another Widow Mine.
Well, he's right. If he gets one more shot, those two Widow Mines will go ahead and pay for themselves by going and killing the mothership core.
Yeah. And the factory decides to move out of there. Finally, there is an SCV there to repair it. So this factory should be able to heal up a bit. Looking back at the base, you have he's bunkered up, has 2 engineering base, should be looking for that 1-1 upgrade for on his ground army. So looking forward to a more bio style with the reactor coming out on a starport. So a bunch of medevacs would help a lot as well.
I always like to say it's 9 minutes. Let's look at what the state of the game is. There's 33 probes and there's 34 SCVs with a couple of mules, right? There's 2 expansions for both guys. There's 10 Marines and 1 medevac versus 3 Stalkers and 1 Sentry, 3 Sentries and a mothership core. I would say that's nearly fairly even, right? Maybe a couple of...
fairly even. Let's not forget the mules. They do boost up the income. If you look at the income tab, Terran is raking in 400 extra minerals every second, more than his TOS counterpart. Now the factory in trouble.
No, he just has to make sure that's something else. And let's see if he was actually paying attention to that. No, he was not. And I think Warp Prism harass going up.
And this is Mayank's turn to now kind of get back into the game and put the harassment back in the other side of the court. And he's going to try to make something happen. There is an observer there watching out, keep an eye out for the path of the Warp Prism. So let's see, Warp Prism should slow down and warp some units and carry them in.
Yeah, and I always like what he keeps on doing here. So, you know, that's his style of play. He always has these angled lines of attack that are available. And this Prism, I saw him go and select it right now. He's seen this army come right in and he should be fine. And the Zelnaga is also taken fairly well. And he's going to counter that with his drop right now. And the question is, can he hold the base? I think everything's getting together for a defensive attack right now. And here goes the drop. And
drop is there.
And
moving right into the base.
Yeah, and there goes the attack. There goes the other drop, which is there. So, dual drops.
Those Zealots doing a lot of damage. SCV is finally moving out. The drop is going now into the Protoss base as well. Let's see how the Protoss reacts to this, bringing his army. But on the main door, Marines walking right in. And the Nexus has photon overcharge on him.
Yeah.
But I don't think Marines should be able to take down this Nexus. Probes being pulled off the line to counter those Marines.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea.
And there's a drop behind the base as well, and these Marines are doing a lot of damage. And on the other hand, if you look back into the Terran base, the Zealots are still there. There's nothing stopping those Zealots.
Yeah, so the SCV just, the medevac just scoots out of there. And just let's look at that. There is still action happening here.
So much action going on both sides of the map. They're harassing, they're defending, they're doing everything they can right now. And the Marines finally going back into their own base and clearing out the base. And 4 Zealots, they wreaked havoc in this base.
Absolutely. And, let's look at what the unit count is. 18 probes, 243 SCVs. So that's actually going to be that's a huge damage. And 35 workers killed for Nikunj. And the worker supply is now 4719. and that should be painful right now because the entire...
Hello?
Yeah.
And see that the point where he engaged his probes fighting the Marines, I think he lost like at least 20 probes there. And that was a big mistake. Now Nikunj has the strong lead that he needs to take this game. And Nikunj either has to make a glaring bad mistake. Otherwise, I think he has the game.
Yeah, well, look, there here comes the other one.
Medevac is pretty low on health, so he has to be very careful with it.
Yeah. I think for drops, the Phoenix style. Oh, there he goes. 1, 2, 3. The medevac. Oh, full medevac goes down. I don't think he realized that the medevac was so low on health. He should just have left his player. He would probably have got a couple more kills than what he had right now. Again, drop along with Warpin. I don't think the Warpin will really be successful here because he has not enough money. But let's see what he's going to go do. He's going to put some pressure on.
Yeah, he doesn't have much option now. He has to put some pressure on, try to delay the Terran push. Terran actually now is delayed, is going back into the base to kind of take care of this drop. And SCV is being pulled off the mineral line, and army is finally there to take care of this.
And there's a weapon that is actually going to happen here while that is happening. Let's see how many kills these guys can get. And he's going to try and scoot out of there. Like, no. Denied. Yeah, so I think this is the stage where Nikunj's death ball is ready. And yeah, he is nearly maxed out. It's 148 supply, 151 versus 69. And I feel bad. Mayank did well. He just shouldn't have pulled, remember our series we used to go ahead and do, how I lost it? He shouldn't have pulled those probes. Hello? I think I lost my co-caster for the day.
No, I'm here. It's my random mute button that kicks in. So I was saying that he was trying to protect his Nexus, but then losing so many probes kind of really put him in the backfoot, and he can really put a lot of force fields there. Oh wow, nice feedback.
Great feedback. He got one full, absolutely full item, and he knows how to go ahead and deal with that. He's absolutely fine. He doesn't have too much pressure. He's actually defending very well. I have to go ahead and give it to him. That is phenomenal. Oh, another storm goes down. What defense? Mayank, boss. I have to say, that's great back to the wall defense. I don't think it can hold on too long because he's just going to fill everything again and just go move back. But he's just so far back. But this is the defense of Taldar or whatever.
Defense of the Asians.
Now these guys are just gonna go down. This is no more feedback. This guy has 9 health. This guy has 43 health. This guy has 42 health. And they're just gonna go all the way back, and he's gonna be.
There's another drop coming on the other side as well for the against the Protoss. So there's drop coming from 2 sides.
Yeah.
And I think this is gonna be it, man.
Yeah. He doesn't know whether to go forward or to go back, and he's just gonna say base race, but you don't base race against the Terran's DPS.
Yeah. There's a lot of DPS coming out of the Marine and Marauder ball.
Yeah, they won't even reach there before it's going to be GG.
Still, he spawned a bunch of units. He's walking right into the Terran base. He is going into the 3rd base. I should have recommended going into the main base or the first sector.
That's where all the SCVs are.
Yeah, but the army. Let's not forget the army. A lot of SCVs going down for the cause. Yeah, and this is game over pretty much.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing much that can be done.
Well, once that happens, it's going to be fairly interesting to go and see two teammates actually going and duking it out against each other. This is going to be Team Axis versus Team Axis.
Ravi D was also a rude in-game name, and dance show off by Nikunj. Yep.
Yeah, and there's the GG. Excellently played, and guys, that's what we're